Well, I feel like I've watched you do some really intense acting over a very short period of time. And so I was curious what was more challenging for you, those scenes with Anna in the jail cell with her lawyer or Ruth's breakdown at the end of the Ozark season 4, part 1 finale.
What was that like?
Which was more challenging for you in terms of those two really intense sequences?
Oh, oh wow. That's crazy. So the Anna the intense scene with the jail with and wow, I can't speak. Being with my lawyer, that intense scene, that was super intense because that was, I want to say that was like 9-10 page. It was like a lot of dialogue. And it's so crazy when you watch it. It's really like short. It's always funny to me when you read something that's a lot of pages, but then it's like, oh, it's quick. But also it was, that scene was very much like up and down and different emotions. And we just kept on doing different angles too. But the Ruth scene was just the Ruth scene, that final scene for Ruth was just very uncomfortable, and it felt claustrophobic in a way, mentally, and or I put myself in a headspace where I wanted to feel emotionally claustrophobic. But I guess I don't want to say that they were similar, but the the being that kind of emotional claustrophobia, I kind of wanted that for both of, like, the panic,
Yeah,
the desperation, really.
for sure. Well, and I know you spoke with Anna in real life, and I'm curious from those conversations, what was kind of the key piece of insight that you gleaned that really helped you shape this performance? Because it's a really challenging performance.
Yeah, it's it was a very challenging. I got different interviews that, they're not online. You can't access them, but I got them from Shonda of Anna in jail, being interviewed by Jessica Pressler. And that's how I was able to get the accent, get the different character, like different things that she does with her body. But when I met her, I just really wanted to get her energy and her spirit, and I wanted that to be in the show, because that's something that an interview is not going to capture, because there's still a camera.
Yeah.
So there's still that sort of filter in a way. I want to see her unfiltered. And the thing that I got out of that meeting was how bubbly she was, how likable she was, and how charming she was, and how much more complicated that made it in a way.
Yeah.
Um, and scary and all the things. And then it just made sense. It made sense. It's like she got what she wanted to a point because she is that way.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, and throughout the series, Anna tells a lot of different stories about her father. And I'm curious, as the person who immersed yourself into this role and this person, what do you think is the truth of that, or at least Anna's truth of that relationship with her father and with her parents?
I can't, it's interesting. I can't speak on behalf of Anna and her family, just because, you know, I don't have the information. Anna's very private, and the only thing that I was sensing was Anna was afraid to fail in anything, so much to the point where she ended up, it ended up, uh, like, yeah, it ended up being bad for her, unfortunately for everyone. Um, but yeah, I can't speak on behalf of that, because she keeps that very private.